Salvatore M, could you pinpoint the exact moment during your WCW run that you said to yourself, fuck it, I'm just here for the paycheck?
I never ever said that.
No?
I said, fuck, please let me get a paycheck. I never, ever, ever, ever treated wrestling like that.
Okay.
Ever.
A video from the Cajun Sensation. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, Vampiro?
Really?
The Cajun Sensation is here. Talk about your Human Torch match with Sting.
What's wrong with this guy?
Did Sting bump on the stage, or was that a stunt double?
He's one of those scary vampires that live in the garage, apparently.
What's wrong with that fucking
You gotta
guy?
watch out for those guys, those garage vampires.
I didn't expect that.
Human Torch match with Sting. Did Sting fall off the stage or was it a stunt double?
What do you think?
I think it was a double.
There you go.
Steve ain't jumping off no fucking stage. Jay, hi. I once met you at Trek Expo in Tulsa. You said once that you didn't like the torch match you had with Sting. Why is that?
Well, I thought it pretty crazy when Sting got hurt in WWE in his match. Like a couple minutes in, all of a sudden he was hurt. When we had the Human Torch match, we were there for 3 days. We rehearsed it. It was supposed to be like this 25-minute match, and it was like about 6 minutes. That's all I'm saying, brother.
Adam DeVries.
It's funny when a guy's going to go up, he can do an hour-long fucking match to the very end, but when he's got to do a job, it lasts 6 minutes. I'm just, you know, cheers, pal.
Adam DeVries, looking back, why did the Sting feud not pan out as well as it could be? Was it creative issues or two performers not clicking?
Well, let me phone Sting. I'll ask him.
What would he tell me?
Steve, this guy wants to know why the... What do you want to know?
Oh, he wants to know why it didn't work out. Did you guys not click well together?
Because you suck. No, you didn't suck, brother. No, and you weren't jealous. No, don't say that. Yeah, I know you found God. I know. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, bro. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. All right, let's move to Emerson Winter. Did you ever roll your eyes
get in trouble,
over
right?
some of the No, there's no trouble in this world. Did you ever roll your eyes over some of the matches Vince Russo booked you in? There was the Human Torch match with Sting, a graveyard match with the Demon, a cage match with Sting where you had to handcuff your opponent to the cage and beat them, just off the top of my head.
No, I was cool with everything, man. I had a blast. I love doing all that crazy shit. I want it to be more extreme. I don't. You know, you obviously saw the interaction with Vince, and there's I don't know, these rumors and all kind of stuff, and everybody kind of thinks that there was some problems with me and Vince Russo and WCW. Never. I asked for all that crazy. I said, fucking make it more crazy.
Okay.
You know?
Sergey from Russia, again, your friend's brother. Your feud with Sting in WCW, how would you have booked it?
Well, I have no clue. I don't know, man. I just would have kept it longer. And I think it would have been better to go longer. And then, obviously, I think the smartest thing would have been to make Sting come out on top, you know, to reestablish the iconic figure that he is. And because the only thing that I would have done out of that is benefited as the guy always stalking Sting or the guy who survived that feud. I mean, if it ended when I won, sure, it kind of made me a prominent figure, but I think it would have been much more beneficial for the both of us if in the long run he would have came out on top, because we did that new blood feud kind of thing, and it would have just you know, because you know, they had the Goldberg and Flair and all these guys were all over the place, but it would have, and everybody was doing jobs to the new guys. If Sting would have stomped out the guy coming after him, the new version of, it would have just made him so much more iconic than he already is. And it would have done nothing but good things for me as a disgruntled, rebellious guy. Where am I going to come out of next?
The Dirt is the next chapter. A video from The Wise Guy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get here, bro. Let's see.
Vampiro.
Isn't that the same guy?
This is the Wise
No.
Guy here with a question for you. How was it like traveling with Raven? I heard he likes to talk a lot and stop to eat every 30 minutes and stuff like that. So did he really work your nerves or what?
What's it like being on the road with Scotty?
Fuck, I love Scotty, man. None of that happened with me.
Nah?
No, man, we were totally cool. I know, you know, He's, fuck, no, dude, he was just great. I didn't have no problems with him at all.
Okay.
You know, if he's traveling with all them other fucking pillheads who are just shaking all the time and paranoid, maybe he gets on your nerves, but it's a rumor, speculation.
Right.
But no, I was good.
Stuart St. Clair, dear Vampiro, let me first say that was a hell of a match you had against Pentagon Jr.
Thank you.
My question to you is, why didn't you go to ECW?
Well, I had the plane tickets, and we had the match booked, and I kept the phone bill because when I do meet him one day, Paul E., I'm gonna fucking show him, and I bug him about it all the time. I think I called him 156 times, and he never returned my call.
Wow.
And it was supposed to be on a pay-per-view, me against Raven, and I never heard from him again.
Wow. All right, here's a video from Glenn. Glenn has sent us this.
Hi, Vampiro. My name is Glenn. How come you never worked for Vince McMahon? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Do people see this? Do you put this in?
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay. He had a penis in his neck.
That was a vibrator, come on. Vince, no McMahon?
Well, I mentioned it last night. What's his name? Blanchard? The guy who was there? Not Tully, the other guy? One of them. No.
Briscoe?
No, Pritchard.
Pritchard.
Yeah, I've never met him. But I remember I had an accident in WCW, and I was in the hospital and kind of stuff when the whole transition went through. And I phoned WWE, and Pritchard said that they couldn't use me in the creative, couldn't think of anything to do with my character, and they let me go.
Nonetheless, Philip Anderson says, "Hi Vamp, how do you feel by being in the top 10 superstars never to compete in WWE by WWE.com?" They did a poll, I guess, and you appeared in the top 10.
Well,
voted by the fans.
It's strange. I'm begging my lawyer to do it, and he's taking his time. It's fucking weird that on every TV show that they have on their classics or whatever, it's always Vampiro versus somebody. Or on every goddamn video game they have for the last 14 years, I'm the most played hidden character. I didn't know about all that.
You're getting paid clearly, aren't you?
I ain't getting shit.
You're kidding.
So we are mounting a big lawsuit about that because you owe me some money, motherfucker.
All right. Ramsey from Montreal says, in Shane Douglas's U-Shoot, he spoke about how wrestling promotions in America weren't initially accepting of your character gimmick and why your personality ego might have had something to do with it. Let's see what Shane said when he was here.
Yeah, because I didn't have an ego.
I like Vamp. He's a different kind of character, and I think in wrestling, even though he's like at the ladder, and I just heard that he had retired or something, but he brought something different to the game that the business wasn't here in the States wasn't accepting of, and I think they could have done some really cool things with that character. And then you see later, versions of a Gangrel or whatever, but Vamp had been doing that for years before that, and it's funny to me, on the wrestling business, somebody will say, well, he didn't get pushed because of his personality. Well, everyone in this business has a personality, and most of us have large egos, or we wouldn't be in this business. But it's funny to me how it gets selectively chosen. You've got an ego, so you're an asshole, but I got an ego, and that's okay. It's, I've always thought Vamp had, something good to offer in wrestling.
Man, I had I was so looking forward to working with him. When I first went to TNA, and we had a match, and I was involved with him in a match. I just thought he was always so cool. We never really had that chance to become real good friends, but we were always like very cordial. I was really respectful of him. I don't think it's fair to call somebody who's driven and motivated and willing to work hard somebody with an ego. Somebody who overcomes the obstacles, and in this business you get held back and blocked and squashed and all that kind of stuff. If I had an ego, why would have I been #1 draw in Japan, France, Italy, England, Ireland, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, Mexico, United States, Canada.
But do people say that about you? I've never heard that about you.
I guess.
Who would he be hearing that from, saying you have an ego?
Probably everybody who wanted to be cool. I don't know, man. There's just rumors out there, dude.
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck, man. You just try to do your best.